As the world stepped into the 20th century, an era of groundbreaking discoveries and inventions, a visionary's legacy ignited a beacon of recognition and celebration, the Nobel Prizes. In the year 1902, just 1 year after the inception of these prestigious awards, a select group of thinkers and peacemakers were about to etch their names into the annals of history. Imagine a world teetering on the brink of modern science and political new beginnings. From the intricate dance of particles in a physicist's lab to the poet's quill that swayed hearts and minds, each laureate was a storyteller of progress. This is the tale of Ronald Ross, whose battle against the scourge of malaria unveiled the mysteries of this deadly disease, and of authors like Theodor Mommsen, whose majestic words revived the glory and turmoil of ancient Rome. Join us on a journey back to 1902, through the lens of those who dared to dream big and think differently. We will explore not just the discoveries, but the personal trials and triumphs behind them. As we unfold the chapters of these pioneers, their stories remind us that the quest for knowledge and peace is timeless. Welcome to Nobel Laureates of 1902, Architects of Tomorrow. In 1902, the Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded jointly to Hendrik Lorentz and Pieter Zeeman for their remarkable work on the influence of magnetism on radiation phenomena, a discovery that laid the groundwork for the development of quantum mechanics. The story begins in the late 19th century, during a period rich with scientific innovation. Hendrik Lorentz, already known for his profound contributions to theoretical physics, particularly the theories of electromagnetism, was exploring the interactions between light and magnetic fields. Meanwhile, Pieter Zeeman, a former student of Lorentz and then a young physicist, was experimenting with the emission lines of sodium in a flame held between strong magnetic poles. In 1896, Zeeman observed a broadening of the spectral lines, a phenomenon that would later bear his name as the Zeeman effect. This discovery provided the first empirical validation of Lorentz's theoretical predictions about the impact of magnetism on light, an effect rooted in the Lorentz electron theory. Lorentz had hypothesized that light waves were electromagnetic in nature and that their properties could be altered by magnetic fields. This was a radical departure from the then dominant theories which failed to account for such interactions. Lorentz's equations described how the oscillations of charged particles within an atom could generate electromagnetic waves and how these oscillations could be affected by magnetic fields. Zeeman's experimental work provided not just proof of Lorentz's theories but also expanded the understanding of the atomic structure. His meticulous and innovative use of spectroscopy revealed fine structures in the spectral lines when exposed to magnetic fields, convincingly demonstrating the splitting of spectral lines into multiple components. The collaboration between theoretical insights from Lorentz and experimental evidence from Zeeman gave rise to significant advancements in physics. This synergy not only supported the electromagnetic theory of light but also foreshadowed the development of quantum mechanics. Scientists like Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr later built upon these foundations, further exploring how light and matter interact at the most fundamental level. The Lorentz-Zeeman collaboration highlighted the pivotal role of theoretical and experimental interplay in scientific progress. It also set a precedent for the future of physics, emphasizing the quantum nature of light and paving the way for the electron theory. The Nobel Prize awarded to Lorentz and Zeeman in 1902 was not just a recognition of their individual contributions but also an acknowledgement of the cumulative power of collaborative research in science. Today, their work continues to influence numerous applications in fields ranging from spectroscopy to quantum computing and remains a testament to the transformative power of curiosity-driven research. As we look back over more than a century, the story of Lorentz and Zeeman serves as an inspiring chapter in the history of physics, reminding us of the endless possibilities that arise from the confluence of theoretical predictions and empirical validation. Their legacy is a beacon for future generations of physicists, demonstrating that the quest for understanding the mysteries of the universe is a collaborative and dynamic endeavor. In 1902, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to Emil Fischer for his extraordinary achievements in synthesizing sugars and purines, marking a significant milestone in organic chemistry. Fischer's pioneering work not only expanded the boundaries of chemical knowledge but also laid the foundation for modern biochemistry and molecular biology. Emil Fischer, a German chemist, was renowned for his meticulous approach to research and his ability to elucidate complex organic structures. At a time when the structure of many biological compounds was unknown, Fischer's work on carbohydrates, proteins, and purines transformed the understanding of these vital substances. Fischer's most celebrated achievement, which led to his Nobel Prize, was his research on the synthesis of sugars. In the late 19th century, the chemical structure of sugars posed a formidable challenge due to their complex and asymmetric carbon arrangements. Fischer developed innovative techniques to determine the arrangement of atoms within sugar molecules, a breakthrough that culminated in the correct formulation of glucose, fructose, and other carbohydrates. Using his famous lock and key model, Fischer demonstrated that enzymes were highly selective, interacting only with specific substances to catalyze reactions. This analogy was crucial for the future development of biochemistry, influencing how scientists understood and manipulated biological processes. The implications of Fischer's work were profound and far-reaching. By synthesizing sugars and demonstrating their structures, Fischer not only advanced chemistry but also paved the way for developments in fields like pharmacology and genetics. His methods allowed later scientists to synthesize vitamins and hormones, directly impacting medical treatments and nutritional science. Fischer's research on purines also had a lasting impact. Purines are key components of DNA and RNA and play a central role in genetics and cell biology. Fischer's work in identifying and synthesizing these compounds provided essential groundwork for later genetic research and the development of drugs targeting metabolic pathways involving purines. The awarding of the Nobel Prize to Emil Fischer in 1902 recognized not just his past achievements but also anticipated the significance of his methods and discoveries for future scientific advancements. His approach to organic chemistry, particularly his rigorous standards for experimental evidence and structural elucidation, set new benchmarks for the field. Today, Emil Fischer's legacy is evident in the myriad ways that his work continues to influence scientific research and practical applications. From the production of artificial sweeteners and flavorings to the synthesis of complex pharmaceuticals, the principles he developed serve as foundational knowledge for current and future generations of chemists. Emil Fischer's Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1902 was a landmark moment in the history of science. It celebrated not only the achievements of a single individual but also highlighted the crucial role of chemistry in unraveling the complexities of nature. Fischer's dedication to understanding life at the molecular level continues to inspire and drive the scientific community, underscoring the timeless value of curiosity, precision, and perseverance in the pursuit of knowledge. In 1902, the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to Ronald Ross for his groundbreaking work on the transmission of malaria by mosquitoes, which laid the foundation for controlling one of the most devastating diseases affecting the human population. Ronald Ross, a British medical doctor and army surgeon, embarked on his quest to understand the transmission of malaria in the 1890s. Working in India, Ross was determined to prove the hypothesis that mosquitoes transmitted malaria parasites after observing the spread of the disease in regions prevalent with mosquitoes. Ross's experiments reached a pivotal moment on August 20, 1897, when he discovered the malaria parasite inside the stomach of an Anopheles mosquito. This momentous discovery, made on what he famously called Mosquito Day, proved that mosquitoes were the vector for malaria, specifically implicating the Anopheles species in the spread of the disease. He further demonstrated that the malaria parasites developed within the mosquito's body and that their transmission occurred when the mosquito fed on a human. Ross's meticulous studies involved not only dissecting numerous mosquitoes but also understanding their breeding and life cycle, which are crucial for devising effective control strategies. The implications of Ross's discovery were profound. With malaria being a major killer, particularly in the tropics, identifying the vector was the first significant step towards controlling the disease. His work enabled future scientists and public health officials to develop strategies to combat malaria, including mosquito control measures, the use of insecticides, and preventive drug treatments. Awarding the Nobel Prize to Ronald Ross in 1902 was not only a recognition of his outstanding contribution to medical science but also a signal of the growing importance of research in tropical medicine. Ross's methodologies and approach to scientific investigation opened new avenues in research on vector-borne diseases and their prevention. Today, Ronald Ross is remembered not only for his discovery but also for his role in establishing the foundations of modern epidemiology and public health. His work has inspired generations of researchers and continues to inform malaria control strategies worldwide, saving millions of lives. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 1902, awarded to Ronald Ross, marked a milestone in the annals of medical science. His pioneering work provided the key to understanding malaria transmission, leading to targeted interventions that have significantly reduced the disease's impact. Ross's legacy endures in the ongoing fight against malaria, highlighting the enduring importance of his discoveries in the quest to improve global health. In 1902, the Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Theodor Mommsen for his monumental work, History of Rome. Mommsen's detailed chronicle of Roman civilization not only transformed the field of ancient history but also established a new standard for scholarly research and literary excellence in historical writing. Theodor Mommsen was not just a historian, he was a jurist, a scholar of Roman law, and an ardent writer whose interests spanned the breadth of ancient Roman culture. Born in 1817 in Schleswig, then part of Denmark, now in Germany, Mommsen's academic journey led him to become one of the most influential historians of the 19th century. His approach combined rigorous scholarship with a captivating narrative style that brought the ancient world to life for both academics and the general public. Mommsen's History of Rome was praised for its vivid narrative and meticulous detail, which painted a complex picture of Roman political, social, and cultural history. Beginning with Rome's foundation and covering until the reign of Julius Caesar, Mommsen's work was notable for its critical analysis and synthesis of a vast array of sources, from coins and inscriptions to historical texts. His portrayal of figures like Caesar and Cicero went beyond mere biography, examining their roles within the broader sweeps of political and social currents. Mommsen's ability to delineate the rise and fall of Roman power dynamics was particularly acclaimed, as he delved into the nuances of Roman electoral politics and class struggles with a depth seldom seen before. The awarding of the Nobel Prize in Literature to Mommsen in 1902 highlighted the importance of historical writing as a form of literary art. His work demonstrated that history books could be both scholarly and popular, appealing to a broad audience by virtue of their narrative technique and depth of analysis. Mommsen also set a precedent for future generations of historians in terms of methodological rigor and the use of primary sources. His influence extended beyond history into the study of Roman law and classical studies, fields where his contributions continue to be foundational. In addition to his historical writings, Mommsen made significant contributions to the study of Roman law and was deeply involved in the compilation and publication of Corpus Inscriptionum Latinarum, a comprehensive collection of Latin inscriptions from across the Roman Empire. This work was invaluable for future archaeological and historical research, providing a wealth of primary data. Theodor Mommsen's Nobel Prize in 1902 was not just an acknowledgement of his individual achievements but also a celebration of history as a vital form of literary expression. Through his extensive works, particularly History of Rome, Mommsen not only illuminated the past but also shaped the future of historical scholarship. His legacy endures, demonstrating the power of the written word to convey complex ideas and foster a deeper understanding of human civilization. In 1902, the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded jointly to Élie Ducommun and Albert Gobat for their significant contributions to the peace movement, particularly through their leadership roles in the Inter-Parliamentary Union, IPU. This recognition highlighted the importance of organized efforts and international cooperation in promoting peace and resolving conflicts. Élie Ducommun and Albert Gobat were Swiss pacifists who played crucial roles in promoting peace through diplomatic and legislative means. Ducommun, an editor and journalist by profession, served as the first Secretary General of the IPU, an international organization that fostered cooperative and diplomatic communication among nations. Gobat, on the other hand, succeeded Ducommun in this role and was also an accomplished politician and educator, bringing a wealth of experience to the Union. Founded in 1889, the IPU was the first permanent forum for political multilateral negotiations. By encouraging dialogue among parliamentarians from different countries, the IPU aimed to foster peace and cooperation, believing that direct communication between decision-makers would lead to a better understanding and resolution of international disputes. Ducommun and Gobat's work with the IPU was pioneering, setting the stage for future international organizations such as the League of Nations and, eventually, the United Nations. The Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Ducommun and Gobat in 1902 underscored the growing international acknowledgement of organized peace efforts. Their leadership in the IPU demonstrated that peace was not merely the absence of war but a dynamic process of negotiation and dialogue involving multiple stakeholders and levels of governance. Their work also highlighted the significance of non-governmental organizations and informal diplomacy in international relations. The strategies and objectives set by Ducommun and Gobat during their tenure at the IPU have influenced numerous international policies and peace initiatives over the decades. Today, the principles promoted by Ducommun and Gobat remain at the heart of international peace efforts. In an era where conflicts often cross national boundaries, their vision of parliamentary diplomacy and international dialogue continues to inform global governance. The IPU still plays a vital role in promoting peace and security, demonstrating the enduring legacy of its early leaders. The Nobel Peace Prize of 1902 was not just a tribute to two remarkable individuals but also a recognition of the broader efforts of the IPU and its mission to promote peace through dialogue. Élie Ducommun and Albert Gobat's commitment to peace and their belief in the power of international cooperation continue to inspire current and future generations. Their pioneering work remains a testament to the belief that dialogue and understanding are essential in the quest for a peaceful world. As we conclude our journey through the remarkable achievements of the 1902 Nobel laureates, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of their work and the profound impact they have had on the world. From pioneering discoveries in physics and chemistry to groundbreaking medical research and literary works that have stood the test of time, these visionaries have not just shaped their respective fields but have also bettered humanity in immeasurable ways. Their stories of dedication, curiosity, and collaboration inspire us all to keep exploring, questioning, and striving for a better tomorrow. As we reflect on the achievements of the past, we carry forward the spirit of innovation and peace into the future. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the 1902 Nobel Prizes. May the legacy of these laureates encourage us all to continue the pursuit of knowledge and harmony in our own lives and communities.